Welcome to Wrestling Forever, where we honor the legends who paved the way and left an everlasting impact on the wrestling world. Their stories continue to inspire, reminding us of their passion and dedication. Today, we also bring you heartfelt news about Shawn Michaels, whose recent situation has deeply moved the wrestling community. Join us as we celebrate their legacies with powerful tributes and cherished memories. Subscribe to keep their spirit alive for future generations. Jim Crockett Jr. was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling, renowned for his role as a promoter and executive during the 1980s. Born on April 5, 1939, in Charlotte, North Carolina, he was the son of Jim Crockett Sr., the founder of Crockett Promotions, a regional wrestling powerhouse. As the heir to the family business, Jim Jr. assumed control in the early 1970s, and under his guidance, the promotion blossomed into one of the most influential entities in the wrestling world. Crockett's visionary leadership turned Jim Crockett Promotions, JCP, into a nationally recognized brand. His dedication to the business was evident in the way he helped elevate wrestling to new heights, fostering the careers of legendary talents like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and the iconic Four Horsemen. He masterminded Starrcade, a groundbreaking event often hailed as the granddaddy of them all, which became a cornerstone of the professional wrestling calendar and helped cement JCP's place in history. Beyond just creating memorable matches and cultivating top-tier talent, Crockett had an ambitious drive to expand the company's reach. He purchased several smaller promotions, extending his territory across the United States. However, his efforts to compete with larger rivals, particularly Vince McMahon's WWF, stretched the company's finances thin. In 1988, this financial strain culminated in the sale of JCP to Turner Broadcasting, where it evolved into World Championship Wrestling WCW. Although he briefly remained involved with WCW after the sale, Crockett ultimately stepped away from the industry. His, on March 3, 2021, marked the end of an era in professional wrestling. He from complications related to cancer, leaving behind a profound legacy. His contributions to wrestling continue to be remembered, from his promotional genius to his role in shaping the careers of some of the sport's biggest stars. Mitch Ryder, born on August 2, 1972, was an American professional wrestler who made notable contributions to the wrestling scene during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Ryder began his career in the independent circuits, quickly earning recognition for his charisma, in-ring talent, and high-energy performances. His ability to engage the audience and connect with fans made him a standout figure, gaining popularity in an era where wrestling was shifting toward more edgier, rebellious storylines. Ryder's versatility in the ring allowed him to adapt to various wrestling styles, including technical wrestling and hardcore matches, showcasing his broad skill set. He wrestled for several promotions, including the International Wrestling Association, IWA, and later spent time in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE developmental territories. His persona, often drawing from the rebellious image of the times, resonated deeply with fans who appreciated his gritty, down-to-earth character. Sadly, Ryder's promising career was tragically cut short when he sent shockwaves through the wrestling community, as he had been considered a rising star with a bright future ahead. The cause of was later revealed to be a combination of substance abuse and complications related to his personal struggles. Despite his brief time in the industry, Ryder left a lasting legacy, known for his passion, dedication, and memorable moments in the ring. Though his career was brief, Mitch Ryder's impact on the wrestling world continues to be remembered. He is honored by his peers and fans who recall his contributions to the sport, as well as the potential he had to become a major star. His legacy is a testament to the hard work and commitment many wrestlers show, even when faced with personal challenges. Bobo Brazil, born on July 10, 1924, in the small town of Little Rock, Arkansas, was a pioneering force in professional wrestling, and his passing on January 20, 2004, at the age of 81, marked the loss of one of the sport's most transformative figures. Brazil's impact on wrestling is immeasurable, as he became one of the first African-American superstars to rise to prominence in an industry that had long been dominated by white athletes. His journey to stardom was not only a testament to his incredible talent, but also to his indomitable spirit, overcoming societal barriers to pave the way for future generations of wrestlers of all races. Known for his powerful athleticism, Brazil's in-ring performances were a blend of raw physicality and undeniable charisma, and he became famous for his signature move, the Coco Butt, a forceful headbutt that left audiences in awe. Brazil's wrestling career flourished in the late 1940s, reaching new heights in the 1950s and 1960s. He became a household name, competing for major promotions such as the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWWF. His legendary rivalries with figures like Buddy Rogers and Dick the Bruiser were instrumental in his rise as a marquee attraction, bringing him national recognition. Beyond his in-ring feats, Brazil's influence extended into the realm of racial equality, as he stood as an outspoken figure in the fight against racial discrimination in wrestling. Off the mat, Brazil was a beloved community figure, actively engaging in charitable work and mentoring younger wrestlers. His legacy, however, is most defined by his role as a trailblazer, breaking racial barriers that had long restricted African-American athletes. He was posthumously inducted into numerous wrestling halls of fame in recognition of his groundbreaking career. Sadly, Bobo Brazil's health declined in his later years. His cause was prostate cancer, a battle that he fought with the same determination that had defined his wrestling career. His legacy, however, continues to inspire countless fans and wrestlers alike, ensuring that his influence remains eternal. Claude Noel, born on July 25, 1948, in Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, was a distinguished professional boxer who made a significant impact on the sport, particularly in the lightweight division. His boxing career, which spanned from 1973 to 1984, saw him rise to prominence with his skill, determination, and tactical approach. Standing at 1.73 meters, Noel possessed the physical attributes needed to compete at the highest level in a competitive era for the lightweight class. Noel's most notable achievement was winning the WBA Lightweight Championship, a title that solidified his status as one of the top fighters of his time. In addition to his world title, he also captured the Commonwealth Lightweight title, further establishing his reputation in the boxing community. Known for his excellent technique and strategic approach in the ring, Noel faced many of the era's best competitors, gaining respect from fans and fellow fighters alike. Throughout his career, Noel participated in 41 professional bouts, displaying resilience, skill, and a deep passion for the sport. His fighting style earned him a loyal fan base, particularly in his home country of Trinidad and Tobago, where he became a symbol of national pride. Claude Noel. His was attributed to complications related to Parkinson's disease, a condition he had been battling for several years. Parkinson's disease, which affects movement and coordination, was a result of long-term neurological decline. Despite his health struggles in later life, Noel's legacy as a champion boxer remains enduring. His contributions to the sport, both in his native Trinidad and Tobago and on the international stage, continue to inspire future generations of athletes. Joshua Crane, born on October 29, 1998, is a rising star in the world of bodybuilding, known for his extraordinary dedication to fitness and his impressive physical transformation. At just 25 years old, Joshua has become a prominent figure in the competitive fitness scene, earning attention not only for his well-defined physique, but also for his unwavering commitment to the craft. His journey into bodybuilding began in his teens, driven by an internal desire to test his physical boundaries and push himself to new extremes. What started as a personal challenge soon evolved into a full-fledged passion, laying the foundation for his current success. Joshua's body is a testament to the hours spent honing his strength and endurance, meticulously sculpting his muscles through a combination of rigorous weight training, nutrition, and recovery practices. He has become known for his ability to blend traditional bodybuilding techniques with cutting-edge training philosophies, adapting and evolving his methods to stay ahead of the curve. This adaptability has allowed him to continually improve his performance and grow as an athlete, all while maintaining a balanced lifestyle that prioritizes both physical and mental health. Beyond his competitive endeavors, Joshua Crane has embraced the role of mentor and motivator. Through social media, he engages with fans and fellow fitness enthusiasts, sharing his training routines, insights, and motivational messages. His positive and inspiring presence has made him a source of encouragement for many aspiring bodybuilders, offering guidance on how to approach both the physical and psychological aspects of bodybuilding. As a young athlete with a promising future, Joshua is continuing to make strides in the bodybuilding world, competing in various events and working toward even greater achievements. His journey underscores the relentless drive, determination, and passion required to succeed in this challenging sport, and he remains an inspiration to others who aspire to follow in his footsteps. Terry Funk, born Terrence Funk on June 30th, 1944, in Hammond, Indiana, was a legendary professional wrestler whose career spanned over 5 decades. Renowned for his contributions to hardcore wrestling, Funk is regarded as one of the most influential and versatile figures in the history of the sport. Growing up in a wrestling family, Funk was immersed in the industry from an early age. His father, Dory Funk Sr., was a respected wrestler and promoter, and his brother, Dory Funk Jr., also became a wrestling icon. Terry began his career in 1965 in his father's promotion, quickly earning a reputation for his toughness, technical skill, and dedication. In 1975, Funk reached the peak of his career when he won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship by defeating Jack Briscoe. His reign was a testament to his ability to excel in various wrestling styles, from technical wrestling to brutal brawls. During the 1980s and 1990s, Funk became a pioneer of hardcore wrestling, participating in wild, violent matches that involved weapons, fire, and extreme stunts. He helped popularize the hardcore style worldwide through his work with promotions like All Japan Pro Wrestling, ECW, WCW, and WWF. His infamous rivalries, including a notable feud with Ric Flair, left a lasting legacy in wrestling. Funk's larger-than-life personality, including his cowboy persona, made him a fan favorite, and he appeared in films such as Roadhouse and Over the Top, further broadening his cultural impact. Inducted into multiple wrestling halls of fame, including the WWE Hall of Fame in 2009, Funk's influence on professional wrestling is immeasurable. Funk, due to complications from dementia, a condition that had affected him in his later years, has marked the loss of a true wrestling icon, whose legacy continues to inspire future generations. Gene LeBell, born on October 9, 1932, was an iconic figure whose influence spanned across professional wrestling, martial arts, and the world of film stunts. Famously known as the Godfather of Grappling, LeBell's career was a pioneering force in shaping both wrestling and mixed martial arts. His journey into martial arts began in his early years, where he trained extensively in judo, wrestling, and a variety of other combat disciplines. This foundation of diverse techniques and a relentless drive for mastery set the stage for his later groundbreaking achievements. By the 1950s, LeBell shifted his focus to professional wrestling, where his extraordinary grappling skills quickly gained him attention. he became a celebrated star in top wrestling promotions, including the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA), where his blend of athleticism, technical wrestling, and larger-than-life persona captivated fans. His mastery of holds and submissions was unmatched, and he became a household name in the wrestling community, admired by fans and respected by fellow wrestlers alike. But LaBelle's talents extended far beyond the wrestling ring. As a skilled stuntman and fight choreographer, he brought his expertise to numerous Hollywood films and television shows. Notable contributions include his work on classics like The Green Hornet and The A-Team, where his fight scenes became synonymous with realism and intensity. His extensive knowledge of both martial arts and wrestling made him a highly sought-after consultant for action-packed films. LaBelle was also instrumental in the development and popularization of mixed martial arts, helping to merge traditional wrestling with the evolving world of combat sports. After a battle with health complications, his marked the end of an era for combat sports, but his lasting influence on both wrestling and mixed martial arts continues to resonate, with generations of fighters and fans inspired by his groundbreaking contributions. Shawn Michaels, one of the most celebrated and iconic figures in professional wrestling history, has left an indelible mark on WWE. With a career that spans decades, Michaels' wrestling style, charisma, and memorable performances have earned him the title of one of the greatest of all time. However, like many athletes in the physically demanding world of professional wrestling, Michaels' career has been punctuated by injuries, and among them, his lazy eye has become one of the most discussed aspects of his health. While Michaels' contribution to the wrestling world is undeniable, his health struggles have added a layer of depth to his story. Over the years, the tale of his lazy eye has been shrouded in myth, with the WWE storyline version diverging from the true cause of the injury. This article will delve into the real story behind Shawn Michaels' eye injury, the medical explanation for his condition, and how it has affected his wrestling career, his post-retirement journey, and his legacy in the industry. The origin of Shawn Michaels' lazy eye, a misunderstanding, and an injury. The storyline surrounding Shawn Michaels' lazy eye has intrigued wrestling fans for years, with the WWE incorporating it into a high-profile angle in 2008. During a fierce feud with Chris Jericho, WWE creative decided to explain Michaels' eye condition by having Jericho smash his face into a television screen. This dramatic incident was presented as the cause of Michaels' lazy eye, a twist that played into the intensity of the rivalry. While this provided an entertaining narrative for television, it bore little resemblance to the actual cause of the injury. In truth, the origin of Michaels' lazy eye dates back to 2004, long before the events with Jericho. In a candid interview during the 2015 A&E special, WWE Rivals, which highlighted the rivalry between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, Michaels revealed the true story behind the condition. It was during a no disqualification match against Kane at the Unforgiven pay-per-view event in 2004 that Michaels suffered the injury. During the match, Michaels took a brutal blow to the face from Kane, which caused a muscle connected to his eye to shift out of place. At first, the injury seemed relatively minor, but over time, it became clear that the damage was more significant than initially thought. Michaels experienced difficulty with his vision, and his eye began to drift. What seemed like a small issue gradually worsened, and the muscle in his eye continued to deteriorate. Despite the growing concern over the condition, Michaels did not initially seek surgery, as he and his medical team opted to avoid the risks associated with such a procedure. Interestingly, it was during an interaction with Bret Hart that the matter was brought to the forefront. Hart, always keen on the details of his colleague's health, inquired about possible corrective procedures for Michaels' eye. Michaels confirmed that while surgery was a possibility, he had made the decision to avoid it, given the potential complications and risks. This decision would later contribute to the persistent issue that fans would come to recognize as the lazy eye. The medical explanation. What really happened to Shawn Michaels' eye? From a medical perspective, Shawn Michaels' lazy eye is a form of strabismus, a condition where the eyes are not properly aligned. Strabismus is not just a cosmetic issue, but can also be a symptom of a more severe condition known as retinal detachment. According to Dr. Mikhail Varshavsky, a well-known medical expert, retinal detachment occurs when the retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of the eye, becomes separated from its underlying layer of support tissue. This separation can be caused by trauma or injury, which is precisely what happened to Michaels. In Michaels' case, the blow to his face during the match with Kane led to a misalignment of the muscles that control the movement of his eyes. As a result, one eye began to drift, and the brain started to favour the other, leading to the development of a lazy eye. The condition is medically referred to as strabismus, with associated retinal detachment. While retinal detachment is a serious condition requiring immediate attention, Michaels chose not to undergo surgery, possibly due to the risks involved and the uncertainty of the outcome. Dr. Varshavsky explains that when retinal detachment occurs, the brain often compensates by relying on the stronger eye, resulting in a noticeable shift in the appearance of the weaker eye. In severe cases, untreated retinal detachment can lead to permanent vision loss, but Michaels has managed to live with the condition, albeit with some difficulty in his later years. While Michaels' choice to avoid surgery may have contributed to the prolonged nature of his condition, it was ultimately his decision to continue his career despite the growing problem. The fact that he was able to perform at such a high level, even with the physical challenge of a misaligned eye, speaks to his remarkable resilience and dedication to his craft. Shawn Michaels' health challenges and their impact on his career. Shawn Michaels' wrestling career is marked by legendary matches, unforgettable rivalries, and a unique in-ring style that combined athleticism, charisma, and storytelling. However, like many wrestlers, Michaels faced numerous injuries throughout his career, and his eye condition was just one of the challenges he had to overcome. Michaels' injury history is extensive, with knee problems, back issues, and neck pain being common afflictions for wrestlers who endure the physical toll of the industry. However, it was the eye condition that garnered the most attention, particularly after WWE incorporated it into storylines. In 2010, Michaels retired from in-ring competition after his epic match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 26. The match, which featured a streak versus career stipulation, was seen as the perfect culmination of his career. Michaels' decision to retire was influenced in part by his health, including the ongoing issues with his eye and other injuries he had sustained over the years. The wear and tear of a career spanning over 2 decades had taken its toll, and Michaels opted to step away from the ring while he was still able to perform at a high level. Post-retirement, a new chapter in Shawn Michaels' career. Despite his retirement from in-ring action, Shawn Michaels' impact on the wrestling world did not end. Michaels' post-retirement career has seen him take on new roles within WWE, contributing his wealth of knowledge and experience to the next generation of wrestlers. In 2016, Michaels began working as a trainer at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, helping to mentor young talents and share his expertise with up-and-coming wrestlers. Michaels was widely regarded as one of the best in-ring performers of all time, and his guidance became invaluable for WWE's developmental roster. 2 years later, in 2018, Michaels expanded his role by becoming a writer and producer for WWE's NXT brand, the developmental territory that has become a breeding ground for future superstars. His contributions behind the scenes were instrumental in shaping NXT's growth and success, and his experience in storytelling and match psychology made him an important figure in the development of the brand. In 2021, following Paul Triple H Levesque's health scare, Michaels stepped up to take on even more responsibility, overseeing NXT shows and ensuring the continued success of the brand. His role as Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative was officially confirmed in 2022, cementing his place as one of the key figures behind WWE's future. Shawn Michaels' legacy. A legend beyond the ring. Shawn Michaels' legacy extends far beyond his impressive list of accolades, championships, and unforgettable matches. His impact on the wrestling world is immeasurable, and his contributions to WWE have helped shape the company into what it is today. As a performer, Michaels redefined what it meant to be a showstopper and set the standard for what modern wrestlers should aspire to in terms of athleticism, storytelling, and charisma. The lazy eye that has become synonymous with Michaels' name is just a small part of his story. And while it may have been the subject of curiosity and jokes over the years, it in no way diminishes the remarkable career he built. Michaels' resilience, his ability to overcome health challenges, and his continued involvement in the wrestling world only add to his legendary status. Recent health rumours and clarification. In recent weeks, unsettling rumours have circulated online, alleging that Shawn Michaels was involved in a fatal car accident and had result. These false reports quickly spread through social media, causing concern among fans and the wrestling community. It's important to set the record straight. These rumours are completely unfounded. Shawn Michaels is very much alive and continues to be a prominent figure in WWE. While it is true that he has faced several health challenges in recent years, including ongoing issues with his eye and other conditions, he is actively receiving medical treatment and remains in good spirits. Shawn Michaels' doctors are closely monitoring his health, and he is committed to his recovery, as well as to his role within WWE. The exaggerated and misleading reports about his have no basis in reality, and fans are encouraged to disregard these false claims. Instead, they should continue to offer their support and appreciation for Michaels, who remains an integral part of the WWE family. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is a living legend whose contributions to professional wrestling will be remembered for generations to come. His story is one of overcoming adversity, both inside and outside the ring, and his ability to adapt to new roles within WWE ensures that his influence will continue for years to come. His health struggles, including the ongoing issue with his eye, have not defined him, but rather added a layer of resilience to his already remarkable legacy. As fans continue to show their support for Michaels, they are reminded of the dedication, hard work, and passion that he has always brought to the industry. His influence on WWE and professional wrestling as a whole is undeniable, and his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of wrestlers, both in the ring and behind the scenes.